Hey everyone, my name is Shino and welcome to my Warriors Awakening guide. So today I'm gonna talk about the upcoming Awakening patch and what skills you're gonna get for Awakening, and as well as 4 tips on how to become a decent warrior. So first off, upon hitting item level 439, you receive a raid quest. These quests will ask you to come to High Watch. So the quest starter will be right here, the place where I'm standing, this guy. So he will give you a letter, and upon using that letter, he will teleport you to Velika. And from there on, you just follow on the quest, and it will probably take you around 30 minutes to 1 hour. So what's the quest all about? The quest kind of asks you to kill some bosses and listen to some story, some sort like that. So if you're not that skilled, keep in mind you might want to bring in some HP pots along with you, just in case. Okay, so moving on, what skills you are gonna get from Awakening? So you receive 3 active skills and 2 passive skills, for warrior wise that is. So the first skill is called Spiral Slash. It is a 2-part skill. It has a very short cooldown. So this will be your new starter skill. So during assault stance, you receive 2 times critical chance, same as the one that Mystic gives you. Although Mystic gives you 2.2, this one gives you 2 times. So you always want to chain this to Blade Draw. You can use it twice. Next is, this skill is called Storm Crash. It's your new Scythe skill. So it's a 2-part skill. The first part, it will give you 2 edge, and the second part where you slam down, it will consume all the edge. So you will want to use this skill when you have 8 edge. So next is called Tempest Rush. This skill is your hardest hitting skill. It has a cooldown of 3 minutes. So this skill will not consume any edge at all. Mostly used on breaking shields and other stuff. So the other 2 passive skill, this one is called Storm Crest. So what this skill does is, upon hitting any skill that hits the mob, it will give you a 0.1 attack speed and 0.1 cooldown reduction. It can stack up to 50 times, and upon hitting 50, you receive a buff called Storm Crest 2. It's an upgraded version of Storm Crest 1. What it gives is a 7% attack speed and 7% cooldown reduction that lasts for 10 seconds. So once this 10 seconds is up, the buff will be gone and you have to restack your buff up to 50 again. And also, only one skill will hit once. So Traverse hit 13 times, but you only give you 1 stack. Next skill is called Momentum. So what it does is, every blade draw you do, it will reduce the cooldown of Scythe by 0.5 seconds. So you will never find yourself in a situation where you have 10 edge but your Scythe is on cooldown. This is a very good update. The next part is, it will give you 1 second cooldown reduction for every Scythe that you hit. So that's all for the warrior. So what you're gonna get after the quest is a trophy and a superior glyph box. So what that superior glyph box gives you is a very good glyph. I would say it's one of the best compared to other classes. So what it gives is Blade Draw. The reset chance will be increased to 60%. It's an awesome glyph, yeah. So the trophy will give you an extra 5 glyph points, and I'll show you guys what I glyphed over here. So the extra points went into my DFA, gives another 50% chance of increasing attack speed, and the other 2 points went into MP for Blade Draw. Some people might say MP is useless, but I don't have my blue crystals to get MP, so yeah. If you don't want MP, you can change it to either this new attack speed glyph for leaping strike, or you can change it to DFA cooldown. Yeah. So now I'm gonna show you guys the awakening skills in action. So what Spiral Slash looks like is this. So this is your new starter skill. You always want to link it to Blade Jaw. So this chain gives you 3 edge. 1 from Spiral Slash and 2 from Blade Jaw. So it's a 2-part skill, as you can see. This will give you 6 edge. Next is Storm Crash. You always want to use this skill when you hit 8 edge, because the first part will give you 2 edge. So I'll show you guys. And you press it the second time, you slam down, hitting up all your 10 edge. And the last skill I'm going to show you guys is Tempest Rush. This skill has a chain. So it chains from Scythe, Storm Crash, or Evasive Roll. So right when you Storm Crash or you Scythe, you will want to use this skill. Increase your cast speed for that skill. So I'll show you guys right after Storm Crash. Yeah, that's all. It has a cooldown of 3 minutes. So now I'm gonna talk about the 4 guidelines on how to become a decent warrior. So first one is actually quite simple and easy. All you need to do is to make sure your assault stance is on 100% of the time. So this issue is quite common when you enter or leave a dungeon. Sometimes the buff will go off. So without this buff, you lose quite a lot of DPS. Secondly is always keep your Traverse 100% uptime. It's quite easy to keep this buff up all the time because of how it chains in your rotation. You can also spend 1 point glyph to give this extra 50% duration. The second tip will be to know all your warrior rotations. So for example, what comes after combative. You need to know what can be chained and what can't be chained. Don't ever hard cast Blade Jaw, and also Rain of Blows, and also Scythe. You know which skill chains to which skill. The third tip will be edge management. This is one of the hardest thing to master, that is. To learn is quite simple. You basically know all your chains, how many edge it gives, but to master and use it effectively, it's another thing. All you need to do is practice and practice. So for example, you start fighting a boss, you start with backstab, combative, Traverse and Blade Jaw. You basically get 5 edge already. So you need to know what are you gonna use next and what are the priority skills that you're gonna use next. And this comes to my last tip. Don't ever Scythe without 10 edge. So this is quite a common issue with warriors. Why not Scythe with 10 edge is because every edge that is missing, you will lose damage and also crit chance. So if you Scythe at the edge of 5 or 6, sometimes you might notice that your Scythe doesn't crit. It's always good to Scythe at 10 edge. It will give you the maximum output from Scythe. Alright, this concludes the guide for part 1. Next week, or maybe next video, I'm gonna talk more about the rotations for Daily Gamble as well as the new chains for Awakening Warrior. It's quite a huge change for Warrior because you have a change in your starter as well as your ending chain. I'm also gonna talk about more advanced tips and tricks regarding Warrior. So remember to subscribe and stay tuned for more. See you guys next week.